Hey everybody, welcome back to Skyward Sword. We don't have Link stretching. I don't know why I got so excited about that, just because he's been stretching the past 3 episodes. Anyway, in the last episode, we reached here to where we have to deal with something to get into the Lanayru Mining Facility to get over there to the Temple of Time. And we're gonna douse for these little nodes so we can do something about this area so we could access the Lanayru Mining Facility, since this is just some kind of a door or some kind of a gate. So we're gonna have to do something about that. So if we douse, you get a reading way over there in the distance. We're not gonna deal with that one quite yet. You get one over here, and I do have to admit, doing this is kind of tricky if you don't know where these nodes are at. It is kind of difficult to kind of navigate this area, and the area is kind of tricky, and areas that you can walk on, areas that you cannot walk on top of. So it's a little difficult if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have a video guide like this, or you're not looking on some online guide text thing, like reading a walkthrough and a guide. So I'm trying to figure out. I know exactly where this one's at. Like this one, I do know, but it's just I know where it's at, but it's kind of complicated to get to a little bit. Anyway, this is the enemy that I was talking about like a few episodes ago, Rock. This great bird is remarkable for its swollen red throat. It also ingests minerals, contains rocks. The small stones is not able... Wow, I can't read today. Anyway, basically, it just throws rocks at you. That's all it does. So, as long as you're able to avoid the rocks, you'll be pretty much good to go. Now, I want to get over there. That's where the reading came from. Those 2 little statues right over there. Those little thingies. So, I recommend that you really, if you can't read the map very well, or it's just kind of difficult to figure out exactly where you're supposed to go, I would use those 5 beacons that obviously we're allowed to use. And let me tell you, I don't want to use them because it's pretty easy to get to, despite the fact that I just got into sink sand. Now, this one is the easiest one to get. They do start to get a little bit more tricky after this, but this is the easiest one to get to, so let's just... And it's the first one that you should technically go for, since it's literally right next to the Lanayru Mining Facility gate. Let's keep checking our map, see how we want to run across this. We're good. Our shoe. Okay, to do this, let's go over here. Get one of our bombs, and you want to bomb this middle one, and then. And you also want to bomb this one over here on the left. Wow, it took me a while. The left. This one will reveal a time shift stone. Well, wasn't that just great? Hey, where am I? Why am I? Okay, there I am. Let's just run back over there. And if you want to, you can explode that other one, but I'll get to that in a little bit. If you come in here, you realize you can't do anything. By this point, you should realize that if you're in the present time of the Lanayru Desert... Get on here, thank you. You really can't do anything in the present time. So, we've got to change it to the past to be able to deal with this. And let's just quickly bomb this, that way it shuts off. It's just an amber relic if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not, so a nice little amber relic for us. if you come in here, you're trying to figure out how to configure the device to get into the Lanayru Mining Facility. You look kind of suspicious. I probably shouldn't be telling you how to access the remote power nodes to enter the facility. And don't let me catch you stabbing or fiddling with this device. It doesn't matter which one of the 3 nodes you go to first. This little ancient robot will be at whichever first one you go to, and will pretty much give you the same spiel of don't stab the thing with your sword or make it dirty. Ah, what are you doing, Vert? Still, you never get it open just fiddling with the dials. You want to know that. He says that you don't want to just open, like, you know, access the dials, the nodes. You want to know where they're at, where they're located in respect to the Lanayru Desert. But I'll get to that, obviously, when I get to that and explain it when we're actually dealing with the actual opening of the gate, door, thingy. The second one that you should deal with is literally right behind you. Oh, tumbleweed, 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 tumbleweed. No? That's cool, I didn't want the tumbleweed anyway. That's cool. It's cool, baby. Just blow up this area right here, and we can access... There we go. The second of the power nodes. In here, how do I describe this area? I don't really know a way to describe this area, except that we will be messing a lot with time. Well, I mean, this whole area is messing with time. The whole Lanayru Desert's theme is the desert and time, which, like I said, is a really cool concept for the Lanayru Desert instead of jumping straight into a water area. And if you're asking yourself where the water area is of Skyward Sword, trust me, we'll get to that later. Don't worry about that now. Okay, let's come over here and bomb this one, because I believe this one has the time shift stone underneath it. No, it doesn't. Okay, maybe it's the one in the middle. Alright, let's hope it's the one in the middle. I think it's the one in the middle. Makes sense, right? Does in my book. I don't know about your book. It makes sense to me. And yes, or else we wouldn't have gotten this cutscene. It's the time shift stone. So come over to the time shift stone, hit it, and take this area from the present to the past. And you'll notice that the Ampilus went into a weird kind of egg state kind of thing. Just get rid of this Bokoboblin here. Bokoblin. Can I sneak up on you? Can I sneak up on you? Yes, I can! Take that, Bokoblin. I don't know, is it Bokoblin or Bokoboblin? I don't think I'll ever know. I have to look at the word and pronounce it correctly. Anyway, check out this, the Ampilus that reverted to this thing. Ampilus egg. It is Ampilus that has reverted to its earliest form of development, no doubt because of the time shift, because of the effect of the time shift stone. Even in its current state, it retains the ability to generate powerful electrical current at regular intervals. My analysis indicates that you can hit it with your sword when it's not generating electricity. Also, you can carry it with the hook beetle. So that's nice. We'll just leave that one there. We're not going to really deal with that because there's another one way closer to what we actually need to do. There we go. Right in the heart. You're going to want to get that technique down. Not to spoil anything, but you're going to want to get that technique pretty much down on how to do it. Let's run over here. Ow. Like that. That's how you want to do it. Just move the Wii remote and the thing up and down. My analysis indicates that you can restore this device to an operable state by inserting a source of energy. Now, if you stand on this thing, this little gate will open. You move off, it closes. So you're like, what do? Well, there's these Ampyllis eggs. What you want to do is you want to pick one up while it's not going to generate electricity to shock you like that. Wait for it, hit it with your sword, open the gate, put it in there, and yes, you still get shocked if you hit it with your sword and it's generating electricity, so you do want to be careful with that. Come in here, and we got power node number 2. Ooh, red rupee. Thank you very much. Blue and red. You are being very generous today, game. I thoroughly enjoy that. Let's do this one. That will do this thunderbolt-shaped one. It will mark where it's located on the map, which, like I said, you do want to know where it is in relationship to the Lanayru Desert, which you could always look at your map. You don't have to like come back here and figure that out. Just you'll be able to look at your map, and you'll be able to do that. So that's always good. And now let's go to get the third one.